Hey there, come on in and grab a seat. Make yourself comfortable. As we go through today's explainer, I want you to just think of me as your friendly clinic nurse. I see patients dealing with uncomfortable gastric issues literally every single day, so I know exactly how frustrating it is when your stomach just absolutely refuses to cooperate. If you're tuning in, chances are you, or maybe someone you love, is dealing with some pretty unpleasant digestive problems. But hey, don't worry, you are in excellent hands today. We're going to get to the bottom of this together, look at the science, and map out a really solid plan to get your system running smoothly again.
So tell me, have you ever felt that persistent nagging burn right in the middle of your chest after a meal? Or maybe you get this heavy bloating that just won't go away no matter how much you loosen your belt. Well, I want to validate your experience right off the bat here. You are definitely not alone in this. Millions of people deal with this exact same discomfort every single day, and they often do it in silence. But to actually fix it, we need to change how we look at our bodies. Starting today, I want you to think of your digestive tract like a home's delicate plumbing and heating system. When it works, you don't even notice it's there. But when the pressure is off, man, things start leaking, alarms go off, and the whole house just feels incredibly uncomfortable.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our checkup plan for today. We're going to start with a digestive home inspection. Identify your warning signs, uncover hidden causes of damage, build your daily maintenance plan, and finally, discuss exactly when to call a pro.
All right, step 1, the digestive home inspection. Let's figure out what's actually happening inside your gut.
I want you to think of your stomach acid balance like the big boiler in your basement. Your stomach naturally produces this incredibly strong acid, right? And it's absolutely essential. It's the fuel that breaks down the food you eat so your body can absorb all those good nutrients. But just like a home heating system, it requires perfect pressure and balance. When this balance gets disrupted, whether the acid is splashing up where it really shouldn't be or just sitting too long and wearing down your protective lining, it causes inflammation and triggers all sorts of bodily alarms. So it's not just a random stomachache. It's literally a malfunctioning boiler system acting up.
Moving on to step 2, identifying your warning signs. It is time to listen to what your house is trying to tell you.
These are the house alarms. We've got that burning sensation in the chest, which is famously known as heartburn. There's constant bloating after meals, frequent burping, bouts of nausea or vomiting, and even just feeling full way too quickly. I really want to stress this point to you. These symptoms aren't just minor nuisances that you have to grit your teeth and live with. Your body is actively communicating with you. It's flashing a warning light on the dashboard saying, hey, the acid balance is off in here. In fact, a pro tip I give beginners is to start a simple daily health journal. Just jot down exactly when these alarms happen. It makes finding the root cause so much easier.
Which brings us to step 3, hidden causes of damage. We need to uncover what's actually breaking the system down.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the role of stress and anxiety. Did you know your gut and your brain are deeply, fundamentally wired together? It's called the brain-gut connection. High stress levels directly impact your stomach comfort because stress physically alters how your stomach produces acid and processes your food. Crazy, right? Beyond that, poor eating habits just completely overload your stomach's physical capacity. A sedentary lifestyle basically turns off the plumbing pump, slowing the entire digestive process down to a crawl. And the frequent use of painkillers, specifically NSAIDs, actively eats away at the protective lining of your stomach over time.
And of course, we absolutely have to talk about what you're putting down the drain. We've got our common trigger foods, high-fat foods, spicy dishes, ultra-processed packaged meals, and fried or highly acidic foods. Think of these as debris being shoved down a very delicate pipe. They take much longer to digest, they crank up the acid production, and they directly trigger acid reflux. A fantastic proactive step you can take today is to sit down and create a simple weekly meal plan to deliberately avoid these common acid triggers. Taking the guesswork out of your meals prevents that debris from ever entering the pipes in the first place.
All right, step 4, your daily maintenance plan. Let's start fixing your digestion.
And this brilliantly illustrates how one of the easiest fixes you can make is portion control. Large, late-night meals act like a massive, sudden surge of water. They overload the system and create incredibly high pressure that just forces stomach acid upward. But switching to smaller, more frequent portions gently eases that digestion pressure. It allows your stomach to do its job without straining, maintaining a perfectly balanced system. And simple lifestyle habits exactly like this are your absolute best defense against long-term, painful damage like chronic gastritis or stomach ulcers.
So the crucial point is you must wait at least 2 to 3 hours before lying down after eating. Gravity is literally your stomach's best friend. If you eat a meal and then immediately flop flat on the couch or go to bed, that acid is going to easily travel the wrong way right up the pipes. You've got to give your body those 2 to 3 hours to drain properly. To keep your house in order, I want you to adopt these 3 easy daily habits. Number 1, eat smaller, frequent meals, just like we talked about. Number 2, stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water actively dilutes that stomach acid and helps wash things smoothly right through the digestive tract. And number 3, add more fiber to your diet through fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Think of fiber as a natural scrub brush for your digestive plumbing. It just keeps everything moving efficiently.
But hey, remember that brain-gut connection we talked about earlier? You can't just fix the food, you have to fix the stress, too. Here are 3 completely natural ways to reduce stress, especially around mealtimes. Step 1, try some simple daily meditation. Step 2, practice deep breathing exercises right before you take your first bite of food. This actually signals to your body that it is safe to digest. And step 3, engage in light workouts, like taking a nice, gentle walk after dinner. Relaxing your mind physically relaxes your stomach muscles. It's a win-win. Let's move to and see how this builds into step 5, when to call a pro. We need to go over the critical red flags.
Now, as your explainer nurse today, I really need you to listen closely to this part. If you experience any of these 3 critical red flags, your routine maintenance phase is over and it's time to call a medical professional immediately. Number 1, severe or persistent stomach pain that disrupts your life. Number 2, difficulty swallowing, like it literally feels like food is getting stuck in your chest. And number 3, absolutely any sign of blood in your vomit or stool. Please do not ignore these alarms. They are signs of potential serious conditions like ulcers or severe GRD that require a doctor's immediate attention.
I want to leave you with this really powerful quote from our source material today. Your stomach is the foundation of your overall health. And it is so, so true. Every single nutrient your brain, your muscles, and your heart need, it all comes through that digestive foundation. Ignoring the plumbing today absolutely guarantees a flooded house tomorrow. But by catching these warning signs early and applying those simple daily maintenance habits we just discussed, you are protecting that foundation for years and years to come.
Which brings us to our final question for you to ponder. What is one small daily habit you can change today to start repairing your digestive foundation? Are you going to wait 3 hours before lying down tonight? Or maybe swap out a spicy trigger food for some soothing, fibrous veggies? Remember, healing always starts with just one small, consistent choice. Thank you so much for joining me for today's checkup. Stay healthy, be incredibly kind to your stomach, and keep learning.